Good evening. I'm Karen Frey. Thank you for joining us on the All Talk Paranormal show here on Keep On Chatting. This evening, my guest, you would have seen her last week. We're very, very fortunate that she did readings for everyone last week. This week, we are getting to know this beautiful lady, and we are chatting to April, the psychic housewife of New Jersey. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. This is so exciting.
You're welcome. It's good to have you back. And this time we can actually talk. Last week.
Oh my gosh, that was like, woo. But that's how my show is. I do a show on Tuesdays and it's like bam, bam, one after another.
And that's the one you do on Paranormal Warehouse, isn't it? You do every Tuesday night.
Yeah. I want to cry sometimes because I feel bad. I can't get to everyone and I feel frustrated.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah, we do, obviously, before we started doing the readings every week and having someone different, we used to do them ourselves all the time. So myself, Jolene, Gary, we used to do them all the time. And then I was like, do you know what? Let's have different people. And obviously that's where I contacted you, and you were one of those wonderful people that said, yes, I'll do that for you. So we've already had you last week, or we're definitely having you back next year.
Oh, please. Yes, for sure.
Of course. How can we not?
Are you better? No. Family. And congratulations on your, you're going to be at Texas Paracon in August.
I know. Thank you.
We get to hang out. Well, I'm sorry, what was that?
I said we get to meet.
I know, we get to meet. We get to see each other in person. We'll be in Texas. We're going to have a good old time.
And Eddie's going to be there too.
Oh, great. Yay.
So you get to meet Eddie too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good thing.
Night, right? I got to read him the other night.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And of course, it was all spot on and he could take everything that you said. Oh,
awesome.
So that's really good. Oh, he's here. Here he is. You mentioned his name. Here he comes.
Oh, there he is. Anytime, Eddie. You guys can call me anytime. I have to put my glasses on. I can't see.
Yeah, that's all right. See, look, you mentioned his name and he appears.
Here's Lee Bliss. Hey, Lee.
Oh. I think that might be Tracy. We've got moderators on our page. So when they comment, guys, I don't know if that's Tracy or whether it's Jess or whether it's Dave, put your name at the end when you write something so I know which one of you it is.
I know I do that when I do my show, and if I type something to somebody, it comes out Paranormal Warehouse.
Yeah, that's the thing with this. It comes up. So if I type anything, it will say the same. It just comes up that it's Keep On Chatting, so it could be.
Yes.
It could be any one of us.
Share, everyone.
So you said you've been busy this morning. You've been doing readings.
Yeah, I do readings every day. So I book readings between 11 and 4. So I did readings all day. Obviously, I put this time spot in for you guys. Woohoo. So I moved it till tonight. I have another interview tonight. I just got back from Virginia.
I was going to ask you about it. You went to Virginia because last time we saw you, last Thursday, you did the readings for us, and then you were getting packed up and you were going off to Virginia for the weekend.
Yes. Hi, Rachel.
How was that?
Rachel was with us. Rachel's on the team. She's on RTL Paranormal, and she was there with us. Fantastic. What an awesome paranormal group. I hope you guys will let me join you. But we had a blast. It was amazing. We got so much evidence, so many EVPs. It was crazy, off the charts. And plus before I go, like I told you, I do remote viewing.
Yeah.
So I had picked up information prior to going to Virginia, and I gave them my information and they validated it was correct. So then I get there and I do the walkthrough, and it was just crazy because I'm walking and we're walking down to go to the river behind the plantation. And I was seeing spirits. So I saw this one black man with this straw hat on, and I look at him, and he's carrying bodies like from the river. And he told me, he told me there was an explosion. So as I'm talking to him, I'm actually seeing 2 explosions. Like something happened. One was war, and I don't know what the other explosion was. But I was speaking to the curator. Like I went and told her what I saw, and she validated it. And I said to her, and I said, nobody knows about this. I said, you can't find this on the internet, can you? She said no. So I said, all right, so good. So I got something you can't look up that you won't know.
That's amazing. You've just had a message from Rachel that we would love to have you there with us. Come on, love.
I love her. I love them. Oh, so Rachel, I wish I could upload it. It's on my my Facebook page from Ray Savino. He runs Flammeri Promotions.
Yeah.
And, you know Ray, right?
Yeah.
So he uploaded evidence that we got while we were in the carriage house. You know, I was telling him that this man I was picking up that's walking through, he was like a house hand. And with that, the door opens and then it closes.
Wow.
So while I'm talking, this happens. We picked up an EVP during the door closing, and it goes, "Get out now."
Wow.
So it is crazy. And you can hear it. It's clear. It's "get out now." So this guy opened the door for us and was telling us to get the hell out. So,
at least it's awful. You know,
Natalie, we were just talking about you. So I was there with Natalie, of course, and we had Mustafa from Ghost Hunters.
Yeah, from Ghost Hunters as well. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So it was a blast. We had a good old time.
Wow. So definitely a place you want to go back to then.
Yes, I actually told Ray, I said, I want to go back. So Natalie, we're going back. And we're back with us again.
So Natalie, even if you don't want to go back, you're going back, basically. That's what she's saying.
We have to go back. Right, Natalie? We're going back.
We've got Natalie's on Friday. She's being interviewed by Gary on his show on Friday.
Oh, yes. I saw that. And I'll be watching, my girl. That's my girl.
So, yeah, so she'll be on here Friday night, but she's on Gary's first show, actually. GF Uncensored. So she's on here. Oh, and she's just saying, "Oh, hi, Mum. That's my mum."
Oh, wait, Jenny?
Yeah, that's my mum.
Jenny. So wait, so everyone know who Natalie is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Natalie.
We're going to find out on Friday. She's just put, and then another EVP in the carriage house came through and said out 2 hours later.
See, isn't that crazy? It was off the charts. It was like nonstop. I was seeing shadow people, talking to spirits there. It was just so crazy. There was a little boy there. There was a little girl, but she was in the main house. I couldn't get to her. It was just so crazy, but just all night. Even like when we're walking past the servants' quarters, this slave houses, I actually saw a man standing there, and he actually started at me because it was pitch black and I could see him. But we got EVPs there. It was fun. So that's what I love doing. I do my investigations on top of my readings. So
it's non-stop all the time.
Yeah, nonstop.
Literally.
I don't know what I'll do if I have nothing to do. Like, so I'm nonstop. I'm on your show, my readings. I'll finish my readings tonight. I have another show. So it's all good.
Yeah, Natalie says, I don't even know why I'm reading it out. I can just show you. I absolutely am going back to Berkeley Plantation with my girl April.
Oh, yeah. Me and Natalie clicked. We are soul sisters. I love Natalie. She's freaking amazing. She's not only a great investigator, and she's just an all-around great person too. And I don't know how Natalie, I don't know how you freaking do it. I think I'm busy. She's running what? Paraflix, Paracon, writing books, and she has 4 kids.
She's was it yoga?
Oh yeah, the yoga. Well, the yoga helps her, she said. Yeah, learning helps me.
Is that what she tells you? So have you got what's your next investigation you've got booked? Have you got anything else booked?
You know what? I kind of stopped here, and I think Natalie will go in February. I think I kind of invited myself to February, but March I know we'll be at the Hinsdale House filming.
Oh, Hinsdale House, Daniel Class's house.
Hinsdale House is funny because a team had gone there and I was supposed to go. I couldn't make it. So I worked with them remotely and I told them what I was picking up. So it's funny, I've never been there. And I was remotely brought there. I was in the backyard. They brought me to the backyard. And on the property line, there was thousands of Indians and the Indian chief in the middle. And they would not step foot onto the Hinsdale property.
Wow.
And he told me that this land is tainted. So, and then that he showed me that somebody was hung there. I know there was a Native American hung there. Then I had seen 13 people that were killed, stuck on the property. They just kept walking up and down. There's one road. That's what I kept saying. I see one road to this house. And there's actually only one road to get to the Hinsdale house.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. As if I didn't know that too until I got there. And I kept seeing this road. And I saw 13 people walking up and down. And, you know, of course, they're dead. And they're not paying any mind to me, but I could see them. And I know they're stuck on the property. And all I kept saying was, somebody did a spell or a ritual or did a cleansing and they did it incorrectly because they got the people out of the house, but they're stuck on the property. So that's why people, like, you know what, when people think they're trying to get rid of ghosts or anything in the house, do not put salt around your house. That will trap spirits in. And only a shaman could undo that. I'm also a shaman, so you can't just get somebody like to undo that, what you did.
So anybody that doesn't know, I'm guessing most people probably know that's watching, but is there anybody that doesn't know? Can you explain about remote viewing to people for me, please?
Well, you know, there's the two types. I was, you know, the CIA, you know, how they use psychics to remote view, tell us, you know, they'll give them, I guess, what is that, numbers, and they'll zone in on a building and tell them what's inside. Me, I don't know how it works. It's crazy. But as soon as somebody tells me, all right, we're going, like when Ray called me up and said, we're going to Berkeley Plantation. As soon as he said that, I'm like, zoom, I was there. And I was brought in front of the house and I was talking to this spirit, this woman. She was a slave, but it was a plump woman. She was like kind of the manager between the house and the slaves. And she was telling, like, she was Mama. I know she had an endeared name, like, you know, they would call Mama, something like that. But I was brought right to her and she was showing me around and she was telling me a whole bunch of things that was going on there. It was crazy.
Wow. We've got a couple of questions. Jess says, hi, April. When was your first experience?
Oh, my first experience is pretty creepy, but I was 4 years old. My dad passed away when I was 2. My mom remarried. We moved into my stepdad's house. And at the age of 4, I was woken up by my deceased father. And then after he came to see me, all hell broke loose because I get, you know, and I believe this because when I go to locations, once a spirit comes through, whether good or bad, it attracts other spirits. So I was getting bad spirits coming in. So the house became haunted. So it was like game on. So I was getting pushed, thrown, woken out of my sleep by shadow people with red eyes. It was a horror show. I went through hell. And, you know, it's funny. I'm the only one that's psychic in my family. And I have like my one sister who's ultra conservative that doesn't even like to talk about this, will tell you about how bad this house was, like how haunted it was. And you could feel it when you walk into the house. They were feeling things. They would get in touch. I was actually seeing the people that were doing it. Wow. And they would follow me around the house. And they would especially come when I was going to bed or wake me up out of my sleep. But the freaky part was my brother's room, they could never cross the threshold. And I don't know why.
Oh.
I don't know why. And we've discussed it with the family, trying to figure out what the reason would be behind it, but I still don't know. But they could never cross that threshold. So that was my safe room. I would sleep in my brother's room. Poor thing. Then I would do the bed and blame him. I used to wake up, Michael peed on me. Not only did I bring ghosts into the house, I was peeing in his bed.
We've said a different light to you now.
Oh my God.
I've got a question for you. If you come to the UK, where is the first place you would most love to investigate?
Oh my God, I don't know. What's a good place to go? I love residentials. I'm like Natalie. We love residentials. I want something that, I like to go places where nobody has touched before, no investigation team, because they seem to dirty it, because you're going to get somebody that thinks they know what they're doing and sage everything.
Well, that's this house.
Ooh, all right, I'm going to your house.
Everyone says that anyway, normally because they want to come for the food, not because they're not.
Your house, right? Do you feel a very tall man in your house? And you've seen this guy, right? You know who I'm talking about? And not your husband.
Yeah. It's random men come around with it. I'm joking. Yes.
It's very tall man. He's kind of very stoic.
Yeah.
Like this. And he's standing behind you now. He's on the side of you. So you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And you've encountered him.
Yeah. And see, we should have just got Eddie. See, this is what I mean. Eddie should come on these interviews with me. He'd love to talk to you about all this.
Oh, come on, Eddie. Come on.
Eddie's had more experiences in this house than I have, because when we moved in, we literally moved into this house, I think it was the week before lockdown. So we only lived here for a week.
I'm going to tell you something else. Do you get a lot of noise? Do you feel like almost poltergeist activity? Or somebody loud? That's a female and she's crazy.
Yesterday when he come home, see, I told you he should just come in and talk to you. When he came home, yes, this is like me supposed to be talking to you. Yesterday afternoon, he'd been out and was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Anyway, regardless, he came back in and I was sat here on the computer doing something. Anyway, came in and he went, I've just heard a woman upstairs say no. Just as we walked in the house.
Well, because I called her crazy. I'm sorry. She must have lost her marbles, for a little while there, maybe even in the afterlife. Because when spirits become earthbound and they're here too long, they start losing their memory and losing who they were. So they become a little crazy, I'm sorry. All right. Maybe you're not crazy. If I spoke to her and if I got to speak to her, I could talk to her and bring her back to human form and find out her story. But she likes to make noise. She likes to get into people's faces. So.
Yeah. Well, Eddie just put on there. Last week, he saw the gentleman you're talking about stood in the doorway, one of the spare bedrooms. He saw him stood in the doorway. Yeah. That was last week. And then Saturday night, the room I'm in now, which is like the office space room, I saw someone stood in here when I went to go to bed the other night, and I thought it was Eddie.
Oh.
So I just saw a figure. I just didn't really pay much attention. I just saw that somebody stood in here. So I started walking up the stairs, and halfway up the stairs, he spoke to me. And I literally squealed because I just didn't even pay attention to height or anything, build, anything else. Just assumed it was Eddie stood here in the dark.
Yeah.
And then Eddie was at the top of the stairs and he spoke to me as I got halfway up. And I was like, I literally squealed so loud. And he went, what's the matter with you? And I went, I thought you were in there.
Oh my God.
I said, because I've just seen someone stood.
Yeah.
I said, stood in the office. I went, and I just made the assumption it was you walking around in the dark. But you're there, so that wasn't you because you're there. So that who's that?
Yeah, he's like this male tries to make himself like he wants his presence known, and he likes to intimidate, and he's trying to intimidate me now, and I'm not scared of you, buddy. So, and the woman's while I was talking, I could see her like making noise at me, like trying to come at me. So she looks a little crazy. So if you hear her say no again, she's going to get mad at me for saying that.
Okay. I'm interested now. He saw someone else last night, early hours this morning as well.
Another event added to your list, Karen, your house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, see, I told you. That's what I said. Mail was in the bedroom doorway the other week. So, yeah, because Gary, when we're not in tears and we're not in isolation, Gary stays with us. He's a really good friend of ours. And he's actually seen the mail. Ed has seen the mail, and now I have.
Oh, the little girl was watching Karen this morning. Oh,
I was asleep. We were in bed this morning. I was asleep, and apparently I was talking in my sleep. And as he turned over and looked, that's what he saw.
Oh my gosh, that's creepy. When I am so leery when there's children. I always say children usually cross right away. This is obviously a family that lived there. Have you ever done any history on the home?
All we know is the house was owned by 5 generations of the same family.
Oh, okay. All right. They're like, get out of our house.
Yeah, pretty much. I think so. But actually, I think at least 5 people have seen the little girl here.
Okay.
The house.
I'm hearing loud noises. The loud noises.
Yeah.
That's the older woman.
We get the stomping around upstairs. So you can hear someone walking around upstairs, and there's only Eddie and I. There's literally just the 2 of us. So we live here in the house on our own.
And the spirits.
Yeah. So we've heard them walking around. We've had people stay, and they've said,
"What were you guys doing?"
Yeah. But I think we're kind of used to it now. We've been here. We moved in March, so we've been here 9 months. So I think we're kind of used to it now. It's just
you do get used to it like that after a while, that you're not hearing it anymore, you know?
I don't really pay attention to stuff, whereas Eddie does. Eddie's only really started opening it up this year.
Because
it's
like
new.
Tinging sounds, like tinging, like almost pans or something, or pipe. Yeah. Has Eddie heard that?
We've had that. We've had tap-ins. We've had doors. Yeah, we have this door. Eddie's been in the attic to find this door that keeps closing, makes a closing sound all the time.
That's the little girl.
The rattling's on. So Eddie's even been in the attic to try and find and see if there's something in the attic. It could be that's making this noise, because we cannot find a door in the house.
Oh my God, that's the phantom door.
Yeah, the phantom door. He's looking for it. My mum says, got something to look forward to then, Karen, when she comes back to visit.
Oh.
Because of lockdown, she's only been here twice.
Little girl plays on the landing area. The female tried to channel through me when I was getting into bed. Oh.
Yeah.
They do that. That happened to me one time. Usually spirits will not even come near me that close because I'm a shaman. But I was at the Haunted Shanley and I encountered a crazy woman. I was so drawn to this room, and our group was in this one room, and I was being drawn to this room, like she was pulling me there. And I stopped and I was walking to this room, and I walked in. Thank God my cameraman followed me, because I walked in there and I'm like hearing this woman screaming at the top of her lungs. She's going, ah, ah. She's running around the room screaming out the window. And I looked at my camera and I'm like, don't you hear that? I felt like I was crazy. And he's looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, she won't stop screaming. It was so loud. And all of a sudden I feel her try to like jump me to get inside. I'm like, oh no, you're not. I'm not going to turn into this crazy woman. And it turned out this woman did go crazy. She was like locked in that room, and she would scream out the window and just scream all day long until she passed out.
Oh, wow.
She tried to jump inside me, and that was the first and last time that will ever happen.
Well, it's twice. I think that's twice now that's happened when Gary's come to stay. It only happens to him though, so it's his own fault.
Yeah.
I blame him because it only happens
That's
to
what
him.
Gary.
It's your fault, Gary. We're blaming you. So you were saying about, let's get back to you and talk about you.
Okay.
So you were saying about filming, and we were chatting before we came on that you're going to do some filming in February.
Yes, in February with Natalie. We're going to the haunted. Where is Natalie? The Haunted Hill House in Texas, which I am dying to go to because I can tell you already that's going to be off the friggin' charts. Like I know there's going to be there's going to be a lot of pushing, a lot of physical activity there with us. That's going to be crazy. Then we go in March to the Hinsdale House, and then after that, we're still setting up locations where we're going to.
See, because Dan's said before that people, because I mentioned to him, because when we interviewed him, I said to him about it, and I told him, and I told him that Jolene, well, you met Jolene last week, didn't you? Well, she's had dreams of the Hinsdale House.
Oh.
So I told Dan about this, and Dan said that, that's quite common, that people will dream about the house before they go there.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't planned to go there, but now she plans to go there because
you have to go there, girl. Oh, yes. And then Natalie said we're going to Goatman's Bridge. I've never been there. I've heard of it, but I don't know what happens. Natalie's been there quite a few times. Natalie's very sensitive herself. She can pick up a lot too. She's amazing. Her and I together, we just freaking click. We are like twinsies now.
Like your twinsies hoodies that you were wearing last weekend. I saw those as well.
No, we didn't plan that. We didn't. We had the same pants on and every. Well, not when the pictures that we're in, but the first day we were wearing the same like fake leather pants or leather pants and or black shirt. We look. It's fun, but we had so much fun. I love Natalie. I can't wait to see her again. I miss you. So wait, listen. So the Hinsdale House, I can absolutely see people dreaming about it because that was the craziest thing. Like, I do remote viewing all the time, but that brought me, like, I felt like I was there. Usually when I do remote viewing, it's like I'm seeing it in my head. I know, and I'm in control. Yeah. When I was brought to the Hinsdale House, I was at the Hinsdale House. I swear if somebody was there, they would have seen me. It was the craziest thing. Because I was there, I could feel the land and everything. So there's something crazy. That place is crazy. It draws you in. And it's not only like spirits that are there, like how usually you go to a location, spirits in the house. It's the house. It's the land. The land is haunted. The house is haunted. It's in the wood. It's in the floor. It's everywhere on that property.
Wow.
And you have to, I'm telling you, anyone to go, I don't think anyone that that's not seasoned, like a seasoned investigator or to do this should go there because it will probably knock the wind out of you and affect you after leaving.
Well, somehow one day we are going.
Yes. If you go, I'll meet you there.
We've got to go. Dan, when we interviewed Dan as part of the last virtual festival we did, and he was like, "Yeah, you guys come." I was like, "Right, that's it now. You've said we can come. I'm coming. I don't know how I'm getting there. I don't know when." I said, "But I'm going to be there."
It's like a 5-6 hour ride for me, so it's not bad. So was Virginia. I drove to Virginia. That was a 5.5 hour ride. Plus the little stops at Starbucks and bathroom breaks. 6 hours.
See, Eddie and I were talking about this the other day, that like it's crazy for you guys because he was saying like you go to different states and whatever, it's hours of driving for you.
Yes.
Whereas where it takes you so many hours to get from one place to another, we can get on a plane and be in a different country. He said it's mad.
Yeah, it's crazy. Isn't it crazy? But it's fun. It's fun. And people don't realize this is an expensive hobby. Because we spend a lot of money doing this. Right now, Natalie, we spent a lot of money over the weekend.
That's what people don't realize, isn't it? It's like to go to these places, because when they say about when you do public, we do public events and things, and people say, oh, about the ticket prices and stuff, but they don't take into consideration about the fact that you've got to hire the venue.
Yeah.
You've got equipment. You buy equipment to do this in the first place. So that comes out of your pocket. You have to pay for insurance for that, to go and everything. And
it's expensive.
all the costs add up, don't they?
And
whether you're doing it as you're doing it as a public event or a private event, the costs still add up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Natalie and yourself do this out of love for the paranormal. You're bringing for us, the lovers, bringing the paranormal to us all in one spot. And it's done out of love. Nobody's making money off of these things. It's really not a money maker. The only one that's making money is Zach Bagans because he's friggin' brilliant. And he's hot. Zach, if you're listening, call me. Okay.
I wasn't expecting that. I just drop him an email as if.
Yes, it's zachbagans@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just imagine if anybody actually just tried using that email now.
Everybody's trying to email him right now.
Oh, dear. Gary says, I'd be rich on the amount of cash I've spent on fuel alone. He would be.
I know, right? Right? I spent a lot of money on gas, but it's the love. We have the love of the paranormal. You have the love of the paranormal, Natalie, that you do this for us. So thank you.
You've got to, because, it's like she does the Texas Paracon Talks as well. So she has everybody on and she has George as a co-host as well. We had George on here.
You haven't had me on yet?
Rude.
My friend. Hello, rude.
She's working down the list, isn't she? That's what it is. She's working down the list.
And George is my friend too, that bastard. No.
we had Georgie. I can't even talk now. Eddie, you got to come take over. We had George and Cara.
Oh my God, I love George.
So it was nice to have. It was good to have Cara on as well, because normally a lot of the time it's kind of George does a lot. He does a lot of stuff. He gets invited onto things, and when I contacted him, I was like, can you both come on? Because I want to talk to both of you, because I want to know like Cara's opinions about things and get to know her as a person. And so we had both of them on. And Natalie says, if you see Natalie's comment,
no, what is that?
Referring to Zach, get him on board with Texas Paracon.
Oh, yeah, I know we're working on that. We are working on it. I sent new pictures. No, he threw up.
Okay. If anyone wasn't aware, there is no professionalism when it comes to me in this show anymore.
No. It's a free for all.
It's just out the window. It's gone. Even if it was there before, I don't even know if it was there.
Oh my God! You have to watch my show when I do my readings. It's like crazy. I'm crazy.
See, what time is it you do it? I can't remember.
I did it last night. I do it at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Eastern time here in the U.S. New Jersey.
So you are.
Accent. Natalie has learned Jersey now. Natalie, what is it? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's all we did all night. Oh my God. Every time we got evidence.
Yeah, I think we're 5 hours ahead, aren't we, of you?
Yes, I believe so.
It'd be 1 o'clock in the morning here when you do your readings.
Wait, what time is it by you?
We're 5 hours different, so it'd be 1 a.m.
Yeah, all right. Hey, stay up. Drink some coffee.
Stay up, drink some coffee.
Grab some Starbucks.
It definitely worth it.
I do get a lot. I have a lot of followers from UK, from all over. It's great.
That is good. I like that. Oh, Eddie says such an amazing couple, George and Cara. Yeah, they are. They're lovely.
They really are.
Oh, look at this. I'm laughing so hard in the dentist office.
That's why you have such beautiful teeth.
Laura's made a comment, a serious comment now.
Yeah.
Unlike us. Oh, God, she's put a serious face on too.
Okay, wait. Professional face.
Okay. One of my twins is scared to sleep in bed as they say the wind is pushing their door. My 10-year-old says it's only our big brother who's an angel. Is it him or is it just the wind? Oh.
All right. Not that the big brother's not around, but it is the wind. I am seeing the wind doing this. But I have to tell you, the reason why they're thinking this is the wind too, I'm feeling the big brother by the window, by curtains. And if you notice, sometimes you'll catch out of the corner of your eyes, or the kids will, that the curtains move, like wind is blowing it. So there is definitely a presence there, and I can see him. And he kind of glow. If you were to see him, you're going to see like almost like a shadow figure, but that glows, not like scary shadow figure, but he's definitely in there. I know there's something with there's something with angel wings in that room, or something with a heart or angel wings, or both in that room. I don't know if Laura's still here, if she can validate that.
No,
I know. You got those fake spellcasters. I get them all the time.
Oh, I know. They drive me crazy.
They're from Nigeria. They're fake, and they'll scam you out of all your money.
Or at least try to. They've changed. You got a few accounts now that are they come up just to warn everybody. I noticed yesterday there is actually now they're putting English names in instead to try and use other people's pictures to try and dupe you. So yeah, just to warn everybody, if you get any
angel wings, put that up. Put up, Laura, what she wrote.
There's angel wings in my living room.
And I said to her, the angel wings in the room. Yeah.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah. So, top of wall with his pick and a feather with a verse on the other side. Okay. All right. This, I swear to God, he moves something around and he touches something in the room. I don't know if this is, that might be it, or like a stuffed animal. And you know what? It's funny. It is kind of round to me, the stuffed animal, because I thought it was like a heart or something, a heart, like, stuffed pillow or something. So notice if that kind of moves around. If you find it, like, put it in one spot and make note of it in your head and see if it moves. It's just him, like, walking around, just watching over things.
Okay. Please do not inbox the people for readings. Oh, sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Christmas baubles, she said. Possibly.
Okay, possibly, because it's round to me. So notice if something moves. Like, I don't know, if you take a picture of the room.
There you go.
Nose balls on my tree. Oh, there you go. Because he's touching, he walks around, he touches everything, like he's still part there, like he's loving everything. He's enjoying the home.
Aww.
But still, I wouldn't be surprised if something moves from one spot to another. And he's not doing to be funny. He's just, he wants everyone to know he's there.
Yeah. I suppose more of a for me, I take that as a comfort thing of that just a let you know I'm here thing.
Yeah. Also, there's something about the nickname. Somebody's calling out the nickname. I don't know if he had the nickname. Somebody's calling it out. Like, I feel like I almost feel like one of the kids saying, "Hey, is that you? Is that you?" So he's wanting he's wanting them to know that he hears them. He hears them. So that's why he's trying to be noticed.
So it's just him giving them some feedback, basically. Yeah.
All right, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. It's so nice how they reach out to us and let us know they're there. Listen, you know what? The hardest death I ever had to go through was my mom. It shattered me. It was so bad. I do this. I never saw my mom. She came to me once in a dream, and I bawled my eyes out when I woke up. That's why she won't come to me in the physical. But as I was coming from the dream, and they will come to you in dreams. If you dream about somebody that's passed, you are seeing them.
It's a visitation, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's how I explain it to people. Like, that's how I explain it. I always say that if you're dreaming about them, it's not a dream. It is, but it isn't. It's their way of coming through to you in your subconscious, because you're not pushing them away, because your conscious mind isn't sending them away. That you're not hearing or seeing them,
and you're not scared because they don't want to scare us. Well, I know I'll be startled to see my mom. But as I was coming out of the dream, we were holding hands. I was awake and I'm crying, and I could still feel her hand in mine. So now what my mom does with me, so we do this thing. So I know if I'm really upset and I need my mom, a song will play with the answer. Exactly what I needed. It's the craziest thing. So that's how I communicate with my mom, is through the radio. And I'm telling you guys, you could do that too. So see if it works for you. Like, ask a question and change the channels and see what it lands on.
I believe that's true as well. Even like sometimes you'll be thinking about something, and then later on the day you'll listen to some music, and like you said, a piece of music could come on with certain words, and it is in answer to something you were thinking about, or you're asking them. That's happened. Yeah.
It's like the tarot cards. If we use the tarot cards, it's giving you the answer. So if you don't have tarot cards, grab the dictionary. If you have a dictionary or a book, ask a question. Flip the pages and put your hand on that page and see what you land on. And most likely this is going to answer you.
Oh, Laura says, my 10-year-old says he sees him, and she put, I see like flashes of light which go quickly. My 10-year-old says he sees his face to his shoulders clearly frequently, but it's hard to know if he's just saying that to comfort me.
No, that's him, and he will come as flashes of light, because that's what I'm saying. He glows to me. He's glowing. So that's him coming around. That's absolutely beautiful.
We've had a few comments. We've missed them because we've been chatting. Gary said, do you ever go over the border into Canada on locations?
No, but you know what? Hinsdale is so close to the border.
Oh, is it? Didn't know that either.
I think it is. I think it's pretty. I remember when I was there, they were saying how close to Canada we were. And I'm like, let's go. Next location. Let's do it.
Right, we're off. We're going.
Natalie, pack up, baby. We're going. Natalie, I'm still not unpacked. Natalie, I don't know if you're unpacked. I still have my suitcases, so I'm ready. So let's go. Let's do it.
We're going. That's it.
Call Dan. We're going to the Hinsdale house.
Tell her we're coming now. Laura says, thank you, ladies.
You're welcome, honey.
Gary says, road trip.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Come on, let's do this. And Natalie and I are professional packers, right, Natalie? We pack and set up our rooms exactly the same way.
It's exactly the same way.
She unpacked, I unpacked.
I unpacked, she says. That's no good. You got to pack again. Apparently, you're going out again. So there you go. You're off. So is there anywhere?
Oh, I want to say hi to somebody. Hi, Justin. My friend Justin. How are you? I met him in Virginia. That's my new friend.
We're having a conversation between themselves now. Natalie and Gary, you can talk on Friday. You're doing a whole hour together.
You too.
Hey, that's enough. That's enough. Let's stop it.
You're going to have nothing to talk about on Friday.
Tell them. Come on.
Okay.
Tell them.
Karen, we're going to be watching the show. You and I are going to have a conversation, Dora.
That's what we're going to do. We'll have our own conversation in the comments, just like you. So what have you got planned for next year?
For next year,
obviously we know you got filming, and we go to Hinsdale, and then what else you got going on?
Wherever Ray's sending us to. So we're always doing different locations with different celebrities, and I was just contacted to do another show. So I don't know. I have so many things being thrown at me right now. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is oh, yay. Listen, me and Natalie have a really good time. You're going to have a great time with us, Karen.
Hey, you know, it's because you were complaining that you were not on the list and you've not been on the show yet.
Yes, damn it.
Maybe we should do a show where we all go on together and have a good old.
Oh my God, Natalie! Yeah, we could film that. We got to bring.
That'd be mad. We'd be on there for like hours.
Yeah, Eddie will be the cameraman.
Hey, look at. There you go, Eddie. She'll give you a job. You'll be the cameraman. Oh, Rachel.
Oh.
Here you go. Could you possibly tell me about the man that was behind me last night? Ooh.
Oh, Jesus God, you know, because that was last night. I don't know if I can bring him back. You know what it is when I start reading and, you know, go on to the next day. I'm on to the next day. Let me see. This guy was actually
is this somebody you picked up on?
Yeah, last night I was talking to her. Is somebody like I know he has like a t-shirt on with writing on it, and he kind of wears like long johns under it, jeans, belt, kind of messy hair, something with a car. I know he works on cars. I think he might have a bike too. I don't know. He was just around you. I don't have a connection with him right now. I'm just like feeling like from last night.
That's the thing though, isn't it? Because it's like, do you ever do like platform mediumships? Or do you ever do that, or is it normally just one-to-one for you?
No, I do platform too.
And do you always get the one which always comes to you at the end and says, you know, earlier I think that was for me. Can you now give me the message?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what? They don't realize at the time we're making the connection then.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like to go back to, I'm actually trying to psychically pick it up. I'm not actually in connection with him anymore. The connection is broken. Yeah. I've done it a few times. That happened to me at the Shanley Hotel. When was I there? Actually for Halloween. I was at the Haunted Shanley Hotel. And I did the platform readings for all the guests. And then I took them on a 5-hour investigation. But I had a few come up to me afterwards. And I'm like, no, I can't do it right now. It was then, you know. But it was good. I got to tell you, all the guests, I got to read all the guests. Usually that's hard to do.
Yeah.
I was able to give a message to every guest there.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was happy.
But it is an amazing feeling when you can do that, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, Rachel, but do you recognize that? I'm not blowing you off. I love you. That's my friend. I don't know. This is something with a car, a motorcycle or something with this guy. So think about it and let me know.
Yeah, give her a shout and let her know.
Yeah.
She'll be messaging you after.
Yeah.
Freaking
after this.
So we were, like we said, we were just about talking. So we're all going to be at Texas Paracon next year.
Yes, we're going to be there August 13th to the 14th. But in Natalie and April ways, we always meet the day before, right, Natalie? Now she's going to be busy, but I'll probably go an extra day or stay an extra day, or both.
Or both. That'd be good. Well, we're coming over obviously from the UK.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's going to be so much fun. You're going to get to meet all the ghost hunters.
I know. Oh yeah.
See, and we were with Mustafa, and I work for Daryl Marston he's part owner in Paranormal
Warehouse. Yeah, because I interviewed Daryl for our last virtual festival we did in October. Last month, not even last month. Yeah, in October. Yes.
Did you do Brandon yet? Brandon Alvis? He's great.
No, he is booked to be on this show next month.
Oh, awesome. I'll be watching. He's a good friend of mine too.
So I get to chat to him. And I was supposed to have had Rochelle and Brian on, but unfortunately we had to cancel. That was a couple of months ago. But we haven't managed to reschedule again.
Okay.
So we'll sort that out at some point.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
We'll get out.
I'm sure we will.
I'm laughing at the comment.
I know. I just look at it. Get distracted, don't you?
Pauline, who wouldn't like a send off like that?
Oh. So, have you got anything? Well, firstly, you've got your website, haven't you, that people can find you?
Yes, yeah. So yeah, you can go to intuitiveapril.com, if you want to book a reading with me, a private reading. And I'm running a special right. I do it every holiday season. I have gift cards too. They make perfect stocking stuffers. And if people in the UK, if I can't mail it to you, I can email it to you. So yes, it's fun. I'm the perfect stocking stuffer. Find me in your stocking the next day.
Wow. That's a really cool thing to do. I like that.
Yeah. I'm reading Eddie's comment.
You're reading Eddie's comments. He's having a conversation now. What they all like?
Come on, Eddie. Include us.
Include us.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else do I have coming up. You know what? I just forgot to write my schedule down. Now, I'm getting over all my events now. Now we're starting for the next year. So I'm still putting that together for my next year events. I'm hopefully going to get a little break, but it doesn't look like that. I think I'm going right into January with another event. So
wow.
Yeah.
See, now we're the opposite. We're desperate to get out and get to events because we've been in lockdown, then we're in tears, then we've been in lockdown again, now we're in tears again. So we're not supposed to do anything or go anywhere at the moment still.
Yeah, I've been kind of lucky, here as far as investigations, because the way they've been doing it, I have gotten to go on a lot of investigations and events. So I'm very happy. And plus I'm busy with my readings, thank God. So
Jess is asking, talk about readings. Jess is asking, how often do you recommend to have readings?
That depends on you. I know the go thing is to say every 3 months. That depends on if there's nothing going on. I have clients that are bi-weekly, monthly. I had one that was almost every week, but that I don't think you should do a weekly one. But I actually consult businesses too on their business decisions. So I do work with businesses that way. But it's depending on what's going on in your life, because not only my readings are hybrid. Mine are everything. So I do the psychic readings. I do mediumship. I mix it all together. It's all about you.
Yeah, and do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything
as well. Also, not every reader reads the same. So with you, if they came to you, they'd have a combination of all sorts, a little bit of everything, like you said.
Yeah. So, sometimes I throw down my tarot cards, that's but mainly I'll talk like this. I'll pick up from you because I like to look at the people and I look at their energy. I could see your energy around you. And actually, when I read, I can feel, hear, and smell your energy. I know what's going on. That's how I know what's going on with you. I see different colors and I see images. It'll tell me, I'll see a house. All right, I know you're having problems with the house. I'll see a broken heart if it's a relationship thing.
See, I had this yesterday. I read for somebody on, what day are we on, Wednesday? I read for someone on Monday, and I mentioned their relative in the reading, and then the relative messaged me yesterday to say thank you. I didn't know what they were saying thank you for because I don't remember what I said to the person.
You never remember, right? We never remember.
Yeah. So they contacted me saying thank you, which was really sweet, but I didn't have a clue what they were thanking me for because I don't even know what I said to their relative the day before.
Yeah.
And then as I was chatting to them, the next minute, I'm sending them essays on Messenger like this because I'm because I was being given the information.
Yes.
As soon as that message came through, the information started flooding in. And then I'll end up sending them loads of essays through. And I'm like, I'm really sorry, but... And they just carried on. And they were like, that makes sense and everything else. I'm like, sorry, I know you only just messaged me to say thank you about yesterday for their reading. I said, but it all just came flooded in as soon as your message came through. I said, so I had to give you what I was given.
Yes.
Which they really appreciated.
Get it out. And you do it, right? When I was walking the grounds with Ray and Natalie, now as soon as I zone in, that's when I go into my zone. You know what I'm talking about. When we clicked on. I clicked on and it comes out like diarrhea. And it's like I can't stop talking. I have to get it out because the information's coming in so quick. I have to get it out. I have to tell you, don't talk to me. Let me just keep saying what I'm saying. So I get you, girl.
See, and I have to remind myself to talk a little bit slower as well. I'm terrible.
Me too. Well, it's the energy. I can't talk slow either. That's why I always used to have a cameraman with me to record what I was saying because we don't remember because people, you don't understand the information that we're getting. I call it download. It's like it's being downloaded to us, but it's not our information. I don't know who's giving it to me. People say guides or anything like that. I have one guide, but that's my protector. The information I'm getting, I don't know who it's from, but it comes in quick and I have to get it out. So, because I'm going to forget it because it's not my information.
And that's the thing. That's why people are, oh, why don't you remember what you told me yesterday? It's like,
it's not our information.
Yeah, because I don't need to, because it wasn't for me. It was for you. I'm just passing it on. So
it's not in our brains. It's not in our memory bank because it's somebody else's thoughts being given to us, either through spirit or just, our psychic abilities, that we're sensing this and we bring it and we have to let it right out. It was never ours.
So it's not ours to keep in the first place. It wasn't information for us. It was just for us to flow. It was just to flow through us, basically.
Yeah, our heads will blow up.
Yeah. Dave says, has there ever been a mind-blowing reading that you've done for someone?
Oh my God, there's been quite a few. I'm trying to think. It's funny because while I'm doing readings, because when something comes out, I'm like, oh my God. Like, there's a very sad one that I always remember of this woman that came to see me at one of these big events at New Jersey Para-Unity. And I'm sitting and the woman sits and she's like dark hair, dark eyed, like, darker skinned woman, beautiful. And all of a sudden I'm seeing this little boy comes through, this little blonde haired, blue eyed boy. And he shows me that he had a rare disease. He actually a blood disease where he bled out and this is how he passes. So he's, talking to me and he's telling me, and I'm saying to her, there's this blonde haired, blue eyed little boy with me and she's crying. He's about, 4 years old and he's in a little Superman outfit and he's telling me, tell my mom. I said, oh my God, this is your son. They look nothing alike. Like I would never have thought that this little boy was hers because he's blonde hair, blue eyed. And he said, tell my mom I could fly now because he loves Superman. And now he's telling me, this little boy goes to me, he goes, I'm famous too. I was on TV like you. So I said, what do you mean? So he showed me that all the police were in a parade and everyone's dressed up in Superman and all different, superhero costumes for him. And they did this for after he passed. So I was giving her this information, but towards the end, the little boy, I'm going to cry thinking of this, says, please tell mommy to take daddy's gun away. The man was planning on killing himself.
Oh, wow.
So found the gun, they took it away from him, but he was going to take his own life from the loss of his son. But I know, it's so sad. I tear up every time I think of that story.
That answers Jess's next question. Do your abilities ever leave you feeling overwhelmed?
Yeah, of course. Like now, like thinking back to that, some of them stay with me. Sometimes I got to tell you, we're here to help people. Even though, I charge for my readings, but if you go on my website and see how much I charge, I barely charge a lot. And I've seen some horrible people charging astronomical fees. But anyway, that's how we make a living. But I'll tell you, when I do my free readings, when I do my live shows, when I am done and I can't get to everyone, I cry. It breaks my heart. It kills me that I can't get to everyone, But physically, we can't take on anymore too sometimes where we get exhausted. Haven't you felt like you needed to sleep for like a couple of days because it pulls the energy right out of us?
It absolutely is. Jo was saying she did a reading the other week and for a good couple of days after she was absolutely exhausted, and I get that sometimes, the same as Same if you've been really an active part of an investigation.
Oh,
and you're giving those
paranormal hangover.
Yeah, and you're so drained because you've been part of the energy so much and given so much information. It's just exhausted, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Gary says, when you're going about your normal day, you see spirits. I was driving down a very old road the other day, and a chap in a large, tall hat was like standing at the end of his driveway, awaiting a horse and carriage from the 1900s. Then a few hours later, he comes through on a development class.
First of all, Gary, this show's about me. No.
Yeah, Gary, you got your chance on Friday with Natalie. Go away.
Gary, you're just cutting it all friggin' night. No, I can't. You got to get used to my sense of humor.
Hey, no. I talk to him like that all the time.
Gary, you just love being abused by the women. He's loving it. All these beautiful women. You know what? I got to tell you, when I'm done with this, I'm done. I'm off. I always say, people that say they're on all the time, they're full of it. Not saying you are. I'm saying because you probably turn yourself on to see this stuff. I don't. I'm completely off. A serial killer could walk past me. As soon as I'm done with here, if I go to the store, a serial killer walks, I'm not going to know because I am off. I shut off. I don't want to know anything.
I do the same.
I was at the salon getting my hair done, and my husband always says, start reading people when you're out. And I'm like, I don't want to read people when I'm out. And first of all, who wants to be, they're going to think I'm crazy. So I said, all right, let me try this. I'm going to turn on for a moment. So I'm sitting back in the girls washing my hair. So all of a sudden I start feeling this pet that passed, a dog. I'm sorry. I heard my husband talking, unless it's a ghost. So I'm sitting there and I said to the girl, I said, did you have a cute little brown dog, like with the little black, face around the face that was smushed in? And she goes, no, I have no animals. And I'm like, I know, I feel this dog. So I'm saying, and with saying that, this man sits next to me. He's getting his hair done. He goes, oh, my dog just passed. And I said, oh my God, it's his dog. So like, but I'm like, I don't want to feel like a nut job and go, hey, your dog's here with me. He's sitting on my lap.
That's the thing though, isn't it, sometimes? Because if people find out you do it, they're like, can you read me? Can you read me? Can you do it now? Can you do it now? So yeah, sure. I'll literally flick a switch and I'll do it right this second for you. Let me just
I gotta tell you, I have a very small group of friends, and that are normal. They're not in this business, and I love them because they don't bother me. Because I know a lot of people invite me out. No, because they'll invite me out, and I said to my husband, I have to sing for my supper tonight. I know why they're. So read the table, April. Come on, read us. Come on. What do you say? Do you see anybody around me? I just want to go out and have fun. We want to go out and just have fun. So when I go out and somebody goes, oh, so what do you do for a living? I'm an accountant. Really good.
I like that.
Pulled off, LOL.
I like that. Well, April, we've been like over an hour already.
Oh my God, I can just go over with you, Karen, we're gonna have fun together when we see each other. Not too much longer. We're in December, January, February, March.
8 months.
8 months, all right. I can't count, so
8 months. 8 months. We've got Texas Paracon in August, and then we've got over here, and then I've got Festival of the Unexplained here in September next year. Busy.
Very busy girl.
And some of the guests that are going to be at Texas are we've got at festival. We've got the Wrath Chasers. We've got Brannon, Chris,
Chris,
and Mike.
He is such a sweetheart.
They're coming here for Festival of the Unexplained next year, so I get to meet them all in person.
I've worked with them.
Have you?
Yeah, let me tell you, Chris, you're gonna fall in love with. He's such a gentleman, and you're gonna just like fall into those dreamy blue eyes.
Are you listening to this?
You too, Eddie.
You too, Eddie. We've got Dan coming over as well. Daniel Class, he's coming over here.
Oh yeah, all right. I never got to meet Dan. I think I talked to him on the phone while I was at Hinsdale. I think it was like, why is it so freaking cold here?
Oh, Gary says, a fantastic interview, ladies. So you should say, and keep interrupting, having a full-blown conversation, Mr. Fields.
Gary.
Our
Wait,
video
Gary. I'll be watching you and Natalie.
Yeah, we're going to watch you with Natalie on Friday. Actually, thank you for joining me. Jessica says, thank you so much, Karen and April. Brilliant watch. Thank you for answering my questions.
Love you guys.
So thank you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your questions. And I think not only have you back for readings, we're going to have you back for another chat in the new year too.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have you back on for another chat.
All right.
So, guys, thank you all for watching. It's very much appreciated. Thank you to April for joining me. And as we were just finishing off and I was talking to you all about the festival next year, I am going to play you the announcement video. So if you are interested and you're here in the UK and you want to come to the festival, you can see who else we've got. Here we go. Thank you, April.
Thank you. Bye.